Hey there, I'm Dayna Johnson, dental practice management expert, certified Dentrix trainer, and founder of Navoni, revolutionizing the dental industry through innovation and strategic leadership. It wasn't long ago that I lived in your shoes, navigating the daily challenges of managing a dental practice with the hopes and dreams of having a productive schedule, money in the bank, and getting home on time to my sweet daughter. After 25 years working in the dental practice and 17 years as a certified Dentrix trainer, I found my life's work, helping dental teams one-on-one, optimizing their systems and software. If you are looking to create the thriving dental practice you have always dreamed of and empower your high-performing dental team, you are in the right place. Let's get started.
Well, it's about that time of year when a lot of you are going to be updating your fees. Okay, so we're coming up on first part of the year, and I know that you will be wanting to know, how do I update my fees? How does that affect my treatment plan estimates and all that? And so I'm just going to walk you through. This is going to be a quick little training moment of where to go to update your fee schedule. If you have multiple fee schedules, how do I update the fees in my patient's treatment plan so that they're more accurate, all of that. And so, when I was in my own office, we would do a fee update about every, I would say, 12 to 18 months. And what I find is that a lot of offices might go, several years before they update their fees. It is extremely important that you keep your fees updated regularly. Because a lot of times what will happen is you'll go down the road, it'll be 5 years, and you're like, oh my gosh, I haven't updated my fees in 5 years. Now we do a 10% increase, and then patients can really feel it. Patients can tell, they can feel it when you do a 10%, 15% increase in your fees. And so, I also hear a lot of offices that start working with maybe a consulting company. Maybe they haven't worked with a consulting group for a while. The consulting group comes in and looks to see where you are in the percentile of your geographical area. And you fall like in the 60 or 70th percentile. And then they say, oh my gosh, we have to do a 20% fee increase to get your fees up. Well, that's really tough on your patients. And so my recommendation is always to do small incremental fee increases about every 12 to 18 months. My other recommendation, which kind of goes against the grain a little bit, but I also will increase my hygiene fees a little bit lower than my restorative fees. So what I would recommend is that we do maybe a 2 to 3% increase in our hygiene fees every 12 to 18 months. That does not make a huge difference in your regular routine visits. So your patients will not really notice. They might still notice, oh, my pro fee went up by $4. Okay, so big deal. That's really not a huge increase. And then increase your restorative maybe 5 to 8%. So you're seeing a bigger increase in your restorative, which is great. And then maybe those routine appointments can stay like in the 2 to 3 percentile increase. But if you do this very regularly, every 12 to 18 months, over a 5, 6, 7 year time frame, you will already have increased your fees by 10 to 12%. You get to that 10%, 15% increase, but you've done it gradually. So that's my recommendation. Now, how do you increase fees? So super easy. It's all done on the office manager. You go to the office manager, you go up to maintenance, go to practice setup or reference. You can either go to practice setup and go to fee schedules, or click on reference and you go to fee schedules. It takes you to the same place. So this is where you're going to find all your fee schedules. So you may have your master fee schedule, which is your office fees. Sometimes people call them the UCR. Some people call them office fees, full fee, cash fee, whatever you have it labeled as in your practice. But if a cash patient walked in and they're going to pay full fee for something, that's usually the fee schedule in the number one slot. I've also seen some offices where they hold their older fee schedules and just create a new fee schedule and call it 2026 fee schedule. And then they have their 2025 and their 2024 and their 2023. Now that's fine too. It doesn't really matter. Just make sure that if you have, if you're keeping your old office fees in history for some reason, we just want to make sure that what you have listed on your provider setup as the default fee schedule and what you have listed as your office fees is always that whatever your office fees are. So if you keep moving it down the list, you just have to make sure that you have it listed as your default fee schedule. So easiest thing to do to increase your fees is to just go into the fee schedule that you want to edit. There's a button that says View Edit. If you want to go in and edit your fees individually, so per procedure code, then you could go into the View Edit. If you're just going to do like an auto change, like let's say you take my recommendation and you're going to auto change all of your hygiene exams, prophy, x-rays, you're going to increase your preventative codes by 3%. So you could select that range of codes, and then you could do a 3% increase by percentage, and then round up to the nearest dollar. Easy squeezy, super easy to do. It will increase all your preventative codes by 3% across the board, and then click OK and save it. Then if you want to go back in and you want to increase another category of service, like your restorative, crown, bridge, fillings, whatever, by 6%, you could go in and do that range. If you want to increase your implant procedures by 8%, whatever, you could do different categories. That's totally acceptable. It's really easy to do inside your Dentrix software. Now, if you were just going to do an across the board fee increase, 5% or whatever you wanted to do, then you don't have to select a procedure code range. You just do all to all, increase them all by 5%, round up to the nearest dollar, and then voila, your fees are increased. Now, that does not change your treatment plan, okay? Just because you do a fee increase, it does not change anything in the treatment planner. So anything that is going to be scheduled through the initial reason box, or if you're scheduling through using the procedure code list, those will all catch up. But if you're pulling anything from the treatment plan, those fees do not increase automatically.
Did you know that you could increase your team's productivity by up to 200% if you had a formal team training program in place? And businesses that do have a formal team training program in place also enjoy up to a 24% increase in profit margin. If you want to learn how and book a call with me, click on the show notes and book a free discovery call with me, and we will talk all about it.
So if you do want to do a across the board, every patient with some certain parameters, you can select an expiration date on your treatment plans or anything like that. There is a button in the fee schedule maintenance. It says treatment plan fees. If you click on that button, you can increase or update your treatment plan fees across the board. So if you do a fee increase on your master fee schedule, your office fees, you want to change the treatment plans for all of your cash paying patients or patients that are on, out of network plans, or you just want to, you're posting full fee to every patient anyway, then you can do an across the board treatment plan update. Just click on the update treatment plan fees. You can filter by expiration date. So if you do have an expiration date assigned to your treatment plan case, it will exclude that treatment plan case. You can also exclude a certain codes if you wanted to. You can also exclude, like, select procedures dated before a certain date range. So, if you have guaranteed fees to patients, if you have a treatment plan estimate that is before this date, we'll update that. So there are some filters that you can assign to that. Then you just click update, and this might take a little bit of time. So what I would recommend you do is do it when you are maybe on a day off, maybe, your Friday admin day, or, at the end after everybody has left, or, maybe during lunch or something. It just can take a while, and you wouldn't want it to, cause any disruptions in your daily activities. So that's a really good way to make sure that all your treatment plans are updated for your cash or your full fee patients. The other thing I want you to notice is on that fee schedule maintenance, there's a little drop-down menu that says office fee schedule. Just make sure that it is assigned to your true office fee schedule. Okay. Now, if you do have a insurance fee schedule that is needing to be updated, now, it's very possible that after the first of the year, you may receive some updated fee schedules from insurance companies. Not likely, because insurance companies do not want to update fee schedules. They always want to decrease fee schedules. So if you are one of those rare offices that gets a fee increase by insurance company, then you can select the fee schedule in your fee schedule maintenance. Then what you will probably have to do here, you won't be able to do an across the board percentage increase. You'll click on the view edit. It'll pull up all the procedure codes, and then you'll go in and you'll update each procedure code individually. You can probably slam that out pretty easily if you grab a partner, and one person is reading the list and one person is entering in the fee into the computer. You can probably get it done in about 15-20 minutes. Alrighty, now that's how you can do these fee increases on a global scale. Okay, now it's very possible that now that you've done a fee increase, or maybe you have patients that have insurance companies that have changed their fees, or maybe you have a patient that has changed an insurance company. So in the Dentrix world, when you are using fee schedules, if you are using the fee schedule method in Dentrix, now remember, this is a whole nother topic. I have other podcasts that you can listen to about the difference between the fee schedule method and the allowed amount method. You can link in the show notes here, a link back to another podcast about fee schedules. If you're using the fee schedule method and you have now dated a fee schedule, and you can also update treatment plans per patient. So you don't have to go in and delete the whole treatment plan and re-enter it to update the fees. Don't do that. That's just a ton of work. Open up the treatment planner. You'll find a little icon on the treatment planner toolbar, and it looks like a green arrow with a $sign on it. Date fees, update treatment plan fees. Then you can update the treatment plan fees per patient as well. So that's also a good way. If you are using the allowed amount method, you'll probably also want to do that, because with the allowed amount method, you are posting full fee to everyone, but it's calculating based on the in-network fee. Now, when you're using the allowed amount method, and you've updated a fee schedule. Let's say you're in network with MetLife and you're using the allowed amount method in Dentrix. Well, if you have the allowed amount, the fee schedule, the MetLife fee schedule copied into the allowed amount table in the insurance setup, it will not update those fees automatically. You will have to reconnect, resync, or update those fees. So you'll have to go into the allowed amount table and recopy that MetLife fee schedule into the allowed amount. It does not happen automatically. So I know that's a downer. I apologize in advance for doesn't do that automatically, but just want to give you that little tip. Okay. Well, happy fee schedule updating. Please let me know if there is anything that I can do to help you with the success in your practice. We are coming up on a brand new year. And so I know you all have new goals, priorities, new team members to onboard, or whatever your situation is in your practice, we're here to help you. So please reach out. My link to my calendar is right here in the show notes. You can click on my calendar link, schedule a discovery call with me, and see how we might be able to work together. All right, my friends, I look forward to watching your journey of becoming a high-performing dental team.